The other one so much.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Oh my goodness.
But,
How sad and how beautiful.
But the thing at the same time, they say that, but at the same time, they weren't together. Like,
Oh, they weren't?
Nah.
That's kind of strange.
They've been divorced since 94.
That's kind of strange, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, it was strange. But I mean, it's weird. My mom passed away first, and then...
So 10 years ago, did you depend on either one of your parents a lot at that time?
10 years ago?
Were you living with them or anything?
I don't know, I was with my dad. But not to the point of like, dependent. Other than having a place to stay.
Oh,
yeah, that was about it.
Did that begin? Did that start? Because now your dad's dead, and your house has got to go, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to deal with grief, and then what? Finding a place to live.
Well, put it this way. Okay, after he had passed away, I got an inheritance, and me and my sister, with no will, we just split. Me and my sister, and the house. You know what I'm saying? I was the oldest, so it went under my name.
Uh-huh.
And so, at the time, I had an aunt and a cousin staying with me. And I mean, put it this way: when I went to the funeral, one of my uncles had told me I should just make a quick sale for the house, take that money, take the inheritance, give them a couple thousand, and just go get a new spot and just go find somewhere. Which sounds cool. Which I wish I did then. I might have been in a better position now.
Why? What ended up happening?
But I ended up staying at the house, and I mean, because the house was going through a foreclosure. That's why my uncle said to do that.
What bank was that?
There was the ones that were robbing people.
So you're still under us.
Coldwell Banking.
You know, they sold somebody else's house that lives upstairs on the 5th floor.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's got a suit going on. There's still an I believe an umbrella of statute of limitations that you might qualify for.
Yeah.
On a different note, you and I will have to do some research on that.
Yeah, because it was a Coldwell Banking, whatever.
So they got your house.
And my cousin was doing research on them and everything, because we had found out they had changed their name like 3 different times. It's the same 3 people, but they changed the whole name of the company. I found out about some other shit, and they changed the name, and they became Coldwell Banking. And I think they changed the name again.
So they stole your home.
Yeah.
And how much was the mortgage for? I mean,
I can't even tell you honestly. I mean, at the time, like I said, it was me and my cousin and my aunt. She was
half of the value of the house, maybe, or
probably, maybe. And where it was at, I'm on the east side, Story and White, and the houses were expensive over there, just for that neighborhood, just for
it's
the area.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, and so, like I said, I was depending on my cousin and him, and so I stayed at the house,
Grieving also, right?
Yeah, hoping that we would be able to save the house, because that's the place I was born at. I never moved nowhere. It's been my house ever since I was brought from Alexian on Jackson, and so
I used to live there.
And so, about a year and a half, almost 2 years of just me pretty much taking care of everybody, and you know what I'm saying? Because no one else had no jobs, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. No one had no job, no income, and so I was doing what I had to do. Plus, I had the little bit of inheritance money, which ran through pretty much. But like I said, about a year and a half, out of nowhere, boom, we're getting kicked out, and it's a surprise to me because I thought my cousin was working on this. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Me and my aunt are like, what the fuck is this? My cousin's telling me, they're knocking on the door, and my cousin's telling me, shh, be quiet. And I'm like, what do you mean be quiet? Fuck that, just tell them to get the fuck out of here. It's our house, what the fuck? No, shh, chill. I'm like, whatever, dude. I go back in the room, they're banging some more. Next thing you know, the door's open. We keep the door open. It's sheriffs. They got guns, talking about, we gotta get out, we're getting evicted. What do you mean being evicted? Immediately. What do you mean? We haven't signed no paper, I haven't seen no evicted notice. Someone signed something. Someone had to sign something.
And they put you out just like that.
So that means my aunt didn't know. If I didn't know, my cousin had to. And she had knowledge of we were going to be being evicted in a certain amount of time.
And did
not tell us.
So you got put out immediately.
Immediately.
They didn't let you sign that one form? Because usually if there's people in the house that are unaware of it, they let you sign a form. Then they later give you a court date. They didn't do that?
They didn't do none of that. And they told us we got to 6 o'clock to get our stuff out of there. A whole house.
Oh my
God. A 3-bedroom house that I've lived in since 1979. Okay? And so I'm flipping out. I don't know what to do. I'm pissed off at my cousin. I thought I was going to go to jail because they're tripping guns. But nah, they said that we got to 6 o'clock. I just ran to my boy. No, actually, I just told my boy to help me out across the street. I took off down the street to Allen Rock, where I got a storage now again, and got me a storage, and then got everything pretty much in my room, and
The rest got
and
lost.
took it to storage. Yeah, and the rest, you know what I'm saying, that is a loss. But then the thing that really sucks is that the fact that
Sorry.
The
Sorry
thing that
about
really sucks is the fact that
Do you need this?
No.
Okay.
The fact that I had the storage, and it's just the fact that all my stuff that was in there was really personal stuff, and during the duration of the time of after getting kicked out and floating around, which I still am floating around, fucking trying to find.
So that
places-
started this downward spiral.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Oh, because the system failed you. You got angry with the
Yeah,
system too,
yeah.
and we kind of get stigmatized by that and stay in a rut.
yeah, pretty much. It's like my thing is like. I mean, just get off the subject of what happened, but it's like my thing is like, because I'm homeless, right? And I've been homeless since then. And that was around 2014.
Okay.
And so my thing is, I don't look like your normal homeless person. And that's the problem that fucks me up. That's the
Yeah,
problem that
no,
gets me
you
pissed
stay
off.
fitted pretty good.
I have respect for myself and dignity about myself. And I'm not going to let myself slum over. Not to say that, I mean, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If you can't do nothing about it, you can't do nothing about it. I'm not knocking the next person. But if I can do something about it, if I can fucking clean myself up, if I can put on something clean, if I can wash myself, if I can be indoors, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna submit myself to just get and condone or just get comfortable with sleeping in a camp or in a tent or off the freeway or in front of a business. Like I cannot do that.
Are you
And-
on any wait list right now for housing?
I didn't put it this way. I signed up for one of the waiting lists, I guess, that opened up like recently last year. I signed up for that one. Okay. I went to where was it? I don't know. You go downtown, you go to the library, and you go up in the building.
And you have your Espedat there.
Yeah, okay. I did that. Okay, I did that.
The same phone number they can reach you?
Same number. I still got the same number. I didn't have this phone number for 6 years.
When did
now.
you go last?
6 years.
When
I
did-
didn't have. It was like 2 years ago. I did.
Okay,
that.
so
Oh, but listen to
Okay.
this. They gave me a caseworker.
okay.
This is what the caseworker did for me. She set up a meeting so we could take this for that, right? The initial meeting. Met up. Told me we had to meet downtown at they had the little park thing in between First and Second for a hot
Okay.
second,
Uh-huh.
off Santa Clara. We were supposed to meet right there. I go to meet her there. No, she's not there. Like, where's she at? No calling. I'm sitting there, standing around, calling. Finally, I get a hold of her. She's like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Where you at?" She's like, "I'm over here at the library." I'm like, "You told me you wanted to meet over here." For one, she did not remember where she wanted to meet me when she made the plan where to meet. Okay? So, that was a failed meeting. We missed that meeting. Made a new plan for the next meeting. Met again at that same spot. Finally met up. We met up that time. We took the Spadat. I took my Spadat, right?
Did she give you a score?
I don't know. After I took my Spadat, I didn't get to see her again.
Oh.
This way. Took my Spadat. She was supposed to see me in a week. No, like in 4 days. No, like 5 days. And she was supposed to take me to Salvation Army and see what's up, see if I could get a job there or something to help me out. I said, all right. She asked me if I wanted to do that. I said, all right. I didn't hear from her. No call. She never showed up. Usually, okay, even for the meeting for Spadat, usually they call you and tell you, hey, you still gonna come? You're gonna be there? Da, 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 da. She didn't do none of that. She didn't even call to see if I was coming.
Are
She
you
called-
still interested in? I could get you hooked up with at the
Yeah,
Goodwill.
yeah, I'm trying to get housing.
Oh no, are you interested in also working for the Goodwill?
No, I mean, I'm right now, I'm in the process of having a job right now, caregiving, because that's what I was
Okay.
doing before.
So you've taken your test or went and got fingerprinted yet?
Yeah, I already did
Okay.
my life scan and all that.
And who are you gonna? You already have a client.
No, well, I'm gonna be working under an agency, Maxim Health.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay.
Yeah, I went through ZipRecruiter.
I also have a case worker
Huh?
that I'm going to refer you to when we're done with our interview. I don't want to put.
my thing. I think my
You
thing
need to
is-
have your Espedat redone.
And my thing is, I think the reason why they don't help me out with the housing, I think they
It's
don't,
the way you answered your questions.
and they don't think I'm homeless enough.
That's right. I'm going to tell you a little.
It's crazy. I don't see how can you not be homeless enough? Not
Okay,
having a home is
so
homeless.
the Espedat is used as a database to hold all people that are homeless in Santa Clara County. Okay, it's not on a first come serve basis. It's on who needs it the most.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when we're asked by county officials questions like for food stamp, whatever, we tell them the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
We don't tell them the extent of our issues or our problems because we don't want to come off broken or unstable. We don't want to be completely honest with a lot of stuff because we don't want to be judged or to be on our record forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens. But it's the worst case scenarios that are getting assistance. Are you following what I'm saying?
But the thing is, if you aren't part of, like, I try to not have to go through that stuff.
Well, you have to get in that system these days. So I did that many years. I was not how do I say it? I did not. I was not eligible for a lot of resources because I was one woman, one mother, and one child at risk who was barely at risk of being homeless versus a woman that has 4 children at risk who's on welfare and all that other. And I wasn't. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So she got all the benefits and I didn't. I used to be so fucking. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be so mad at the system. I'm teaching my daughter not to be part of the system. I'm teaching her to rise above. But you're teaching her, no, go this way, raise children up on welfare, because you'll get housing that way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ass backwards. I do feel you on that.
Doesn't make sense. I mean, I can see. It seems like they give it to people that don't even care, that don't even appreciate it. They really don't. I mean, some of these people, they look like they're still homeless in their home.
Yeah, they do.
And it is ridiculous. They still go out and still do the same things they were doing when they were homeless. It's supposed to be help you out, to transition you to better yourself, not to stay in the same position that you were 5 months ago, just in the home now.
So
it doesn't make sense. People get evicted left and right, and I can't even get one.
So Manny, I'm gonna make a pact to you because I have a nonprofit organization. It's called Acts of Kindness Incorporated, and we specialize in helping the chronically homeless or just the homeless or at risk of being homeless.
Mm-hmm.
But my mission is to help the people that are still out there that are homeless because Santa Clara County has been allotted so many funds to assist people.
Yes.
But the way it's divvied out, by the time it gets to the client, you're entitled to $12 assistance because it's went through 3,000 organizations.
Mm-hmm.
But I am working on a lot of things in my company. What it does is it bridges services. We're bridge services.
Also, it
so
links them all together.
I hook you up and I hold your hand literally or get you a ride to each appointment. I'm the bridge. And sometimes we need somebody to hold our hand to get us through and help us motivate because we've lost faith in the system.
Yeah, real talk.
So we're going to go ahead and work on your housing on another away from struggles.
The way I see it, I could better myself a whole.
What would you do if you could have housing right now? What would you be doing different?
I would definitely have a job, guaranteed, because then I know I don't have to worry about where I'm going to sleep after I go to